G'day everyone. Over the Easter long weekend in Melbourne, we saw our first model railway exhibition to be held in a little over a year out at Diamond Creek in the city's northeast. It was put on by the Yarra Valley Model Railway Club, who are based out at Lilydale. The exhibition was held over Saturday and Sunday, and I ventured out there on the Sunday afternoon to see what was on. So this is going to be a pretty lengthy video, but before I get started, be sure to subscribe and have notifications turned on so you know when I've got new releases coming out. The exhibition was held in two halls with over 15 layouts of varying gauges, countries and eras, from New South Wales N gauge, American HO, English O and up to Lego L gauge. As well as there being a number of trade stands and stalls with new and second-hand items. So let's take a look at some of the layouts that were on show. And I'm going to take the majority of this information from the Digital Exhibition Guide. The Australian Japanese Model Railway Group, who are a group of model railway enthusiasts from Melbourne collecting and modelling the railways of Japan. Their modelling work is mostly in Japanese N scale. The group uses modular standards based on Kato track. They meet regularly once a month in Melbourne, and they also exhibit at model railway exhibitions around Victoria. Personally, I love Japanese railways. In fact, I even have some myself, but I guess that's another story. I love the modular format of this layout, and they've really packed some excellent detail into such a small amount of space, and I'm pretty sure I've seen this layout change from time to time, which I guess is the benefit of having a modular system. And yeah, pretty keen to see what they do next. Next, we flew over to the States to visit Springfield, presented by the North American Railroad Collective. This display depicts a fictional location in the USA and features double-track mainline running. Springfield Junction provides access for the Springfield Short Line to service the locations of Shelbyville, Springfield Mining District, and major customer capital, Steel City. The steel mill keeps the short line very busy with a variety of inbound loads necessary to keep the blast furnace online. Moving coke, slag and molten steel, finished steel products, along with servicing Burns oil and Robin Hood flour that keeps the short line very busy. Personally, I think this layout is a 10 out of 10 and it has everything I like to see in an exhibition layout. The continuous running of the main line, and also a lot happening in the switching area at the front, as well as being extremely well detailed. Moving further north, Cheakamus Canyon, a simple Canadian HO standard railway. Cheakamus Canyon is located near milepost 56 on the British Columbia Railway, Squamish subdivision near Garibaldi, British Columbia, Canada. 4 bridges are replications of the actual location. The scenery has been built using plaster castings on a foam base. Trains featured on the layout cover from the 1970s through to the 2000s. A video build series of this layout can be seen on the Bar Cooler YouTube channel. Simplicity is certainly the key on this layout, being a single main line traversing through the mountains, which have been exquisitely detailed, and a layout that sets the bar certainly very high. 1890 Fishmarket. This O-gauge layout is certainly a different way to present a layout. The viewing is through the walls. The track has been hand-laid and all the structures scratch-built, depicting the fish markets that once stood on the corner of Flinders and Spencer Street. The operator of this layout did tell me that soon there will be a top on this layout and more detail will be added, and I'm certainly keen to see the future of this layout. Tallarook, built by the Sunbury Model Railway Club. Tallarook is located on the main northeast line in Victoria, and the station, or I guess the area, can be regularly seen in my railway compilation videos. Tallarook was the junction for the Manfield and Alexandria branch lines. The track plan is based in the mid-70s, just prior to the closure of the Mansfield line, so typical trains from this era can be seen running. In the second hall, taking up a large footprint, was the Melbourne L-Gauge Train Club. They are a team of dedicated LEGO and train fans that are committing to designing, building and presenting some of the largest, interesting and of course slightly whimsical LEGO train layouts in the Southern Hemisphere. Each of the members spends countless hours creating contributions to the layout, including but not limited to buildings, bridges, landmarks, dioramas and of course brick-built trains and rolling stock. Norrison Station is a depiction of a fictitious station somewhere in the heart of Victoria. The time is somewhere around 1950 to 1960 and the station has seen better days. It was once a junction station with a branch to another nearby town, but that is now closed. I'm excited to see what this layout could become, as it has been constructed on a Fremo kind of standard, and I also liked the little homage to the main line running down the middle of the street, like in Witcher Proof. I think we're all guilty of saying that we don't have enough room for a layout, but these two minimum space layouts, which are often referred to as micro layouts, certainly change, well, my opinion on this. These are discrete shunting puzzles based on a plan known as an inglenook. Working on such a small project makes it possible to build a model railway with a lot of detail and enables the modeller to complete a layout in a relatively short period of time. An excellent use of space and even better detailing, and I can't wait to see what they build next. Gunblower is an N-scale model railway with every feature, trains, buildings and scenery generated with 3D prints. It represents a fictitious station area, possibly along the Murray River on the Victorian New South Wales border. N-scale model of gunning on the New South Wales main line. You can see trains from various eras of the New South Wales government railways. Gunning is between Goulburn and Cootamundra. So I guess that's it. There were some other layouts there, and I unfortunately just didn't get either enough footage or any footage at all. But I'm sure they'll be at other exhibitions. And now that these things are coming back to normal, I think that the Yarra Valley Club have definitely set a pretty high bar for what we can expect in the next, well, years. Anyway, the Yarra Valley Club is open. You can visit them apparently. They are open on Friday nights in the goods shed at Lilydale Station. So hopefully I can one day make it down there, and when I do, I'll be sure to make a video about it. So I also picked up a couple of things, and I guess I can tell you about that. I stopped off at the SDS stand, and I picked up some U-Vans, some Series 3 Victorian Railways U-Vans for $60, which was pretty good, and a new Tallarook 10,000 gallon rail tank car for $30. Pretty neat. Yeah, they had some show specials on, as well as having a few other things, but I'm going to touch on that in my model railway news, which will come at the end of the month. So if you're keen to see that, be sure to have subscribed. So if you went along to the exhibition, what did you think of it? Or did you just watch the video? And if you did, if you enjoyed it, let us know in the comments below. I'd love to hear some feedback about my videos, and I'm sure the guys at the Yarra Valley Model Railway Society Club probably want to hear some feedback as well about their exhibition. But personally, I think it was fantastic, and I think my standouts for the exhibition were Springfield, Cheakamus Canyon, and the micro layouts. Really liked them. But yeah, if you have enjoyed my video, of course, don't forget to subscribe and have notifications turned on so you don't miss out on anything coming out into the future, including my monthly model railway news, which, yeah, will be happening monthly. So thank you so much for watching, and hooroo.